I came to encounter my 29 classmates. After a good number of days of GTQI, I came to initially know them. In the process, I noticed that each one has their own distinctive ways and characteristics. That's largely because we came from different dioceses in the Visayas and Mindanao, and that cultures and languages have something to do in the interplay of life in each of us. There are 13 from the Archdiocese of Cebu, 3 each from the Diocese of Dumaguete and Butuan, 2 each from the Diocese of Talibon, Tagbilaran, San Carlos, Tagum and Maasin, and 1 from the Archdiocese of Zamboanga, all under the guidance of Father Jesper John Petralba, Ate Ilya Bonusan, and Ate Alit Leyson. Amidst the differences, the class began to break the barrier of being strangers to each other, and instead started to build bridges of unity. All this under the able leadership of our ever-sociable and affable class president during the first semester, Boy Vega. He was so good a leader that he was able to bring the class together into the table of communion, called PagKaNum, pag-ampo, kaon, o inum. Today we call Gaudiamus. So regularly was it that the class has gathered a good number of empty bottles after the school year, and was begun to be labeled by the committee as manginumay, not drunkards. Hopefully, for the two terms have dissimilar connotations. The words of Boy at that time was, kung dili ta mag-abot sa pag-ampo, mag-abot ta sa baso, which positively influenced the class in one way or the other. This aptly meant that it was through drinking, eating, and talking that we really became a class. The first semester was over, and one of us ended his seminary journey too. Boy Auman decided to take voluntary regency for either a personal reason or for reasons of a person. But still, life had to go on. PagKaNum was still a class staple, as it was during the first semester. We felt that life in the theology department was easier compared with that of the college department for several reasons. Much fewer classes every week. Monday was a free day, and we had our pastoral exposure every weekend. The formators were somewhat cooler and understanding compared with the previous department. And of course, there was responsible freedom, which for me a massive paradigm shift in formation. The class was still coming to terms with the less hectic schedule of the major seminary, and the reason for being so was understandable enough. The first year was the adjustment year, where we transitioned from fresh-faced and naive philosopher wannabes to mature, or at least formally viable, candidates for the priesthood. As first-year theology seminarians, the Salesian Father Mel Rachelis deepened our understanding of the church liturgy. Our then rector, Monsignor Jim Gore, made us grapple with the octopus that is pastoral theology. Monsignor Abitoy taught us moral theology and laid down the foundation of a solid Catholic moral framework. The Vincentian Father Bing Kaintik made us appreciate the rich and complex history of our church, both her flaws and her virtues. Monsignor Raul Go gave us an amusing and well-rounded foretaste of canon law. The second semester and our first year in theology passed smoothly. Anthony Ranay from Talibon was our smooth president then. Though he felt the weight of the responsibility of leading the class, since he was not a Cebuano, he was, nevertheless, able to continue to build bridges of unity amidst diversity. After the semester, 4 have left our class. Marco de la Pina from Cebu decided to take a break from the formation for personal reasons and underwent a teaching regency. Carmelo Ibanez also had a teaching regency for 2 years. Zerlan Pao, Dave Tubilan, and I, all from the Dumaguete, left the class in mass.